What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tablestory, Spark of Eternity. I almost said Sparkly Turnip. I almost did it.
Sparkly Turnip.
I almost did it.
What our actual magical item is, just a very sparkly turnip.
We named the Discord to Sparkly Turnip.
Oh.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome for another episode. I'm tired, but also excited. How's everybody else doing today?
Stoked. D&D day, best day.
Woohoo!
I know, I'm not really invested in the show.
You could have at least washed your dirty face.
I just woke up and then just sat in on the camera.
This is my natural bagginess under my eyes.
My demons are on the inside.
You have to invest in Zygoticus to learn about those. Yeah, so welcome everybody to another D&D 5e stream. I hope you guys are ready for another fun day. Is it Spark? Yeah, it's Spark. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so why don't we just get started, because we had a bit of a hiccup before we got started today, but let's get started. Why don't we go around the room? Let's introduce our wonderful players and their characters, and we will get started here. Katie, you want to go first there, please?
I would love to. Hi there, my name's Classy Katie. I play Preta, the neurotic, fire-feared tiefling. I don't know what else to say. Good morning.
Where can people find you?
Oh my gosh, you can find me over at twitch.tv/ClassyKatie. I stream Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 p.m. every day. Played a lot of games. Very family-friendly content. Bring the kids.
Bring the kids if you want to.
Do not bring the kids. Do not bring the kids. Leave the kids at home.
If you want to ruin them and corrupt them for the rest of their lives, which, I mean, let's be honest, you'll probably do anyway, so...
It's
why
me
not?
or TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave the kids at home. Go somewhere else.
Hey, Mommy,
that's
can
how
I get-
unfamily friendly she is.
Mommy, can I get some wings for my butthole?
What?
You what?
For the
course you
longest time,
can.
I thought Katie said for giving an angel its wings. I'm like, what? I don't get the brand here. But then I heard it's anus. Give an anus its wings.
Totally is anus.
Mac won't be joining us today. She's doing some personal stuff today, so we will see her back next week. But next up, Vandy.
Hi guys, I'm Vandy. I will be playing Lucky for you today, and you can find me over at this hot blue channel called twitch.tv/OMGVandy. And that's it. I'm tired, and I'm gonna be acting that way because that's what Lucky does. So
Perfect. It's just perfect. It works right in with your character.
it does.
Peachy.
Hey guys, my name is Peachy Pixelate. You can find me on twitch.tv/PeachyPixelate. Check out my merch. Today, I'll be playing normal human man, Mason Jojoa. Normal humans. I am human. I am totally human. Ignore the hot blue.
You're a beautiful shade of hot blue.
It's hot.
Zygoticus.
Hey everybody, I'm Zygoticus. I play Locke, who is a tiefling warlock. And when I'm not doing that, I'm on my stream playing games and just trying to make sense of, life in the world and all the metaphysical things and, all that deep stuff. It's not. I just fuck around and talk shit. But that's fun too, so.
You can describe like 90% of Twitch.
Talk shit. Yeah.
And what's up, everybody? I'm Wacksteven, and I am the DM or GM of Doom, depending on the game that I'm playing. Today, I'm a DM of Doom, and I will be dragging these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. If you guys have not done so, please follow all these wonderful people. They totally deserve it. Follows are free. And if you are feeling generous and you have yourself a Twitch Prime that you would like to use, consider subbing to one of these wonderful people. If you have Amazon Prime, then you also have Twitch Prime. And if you haven't linked them up, you can, and you get yourself a sub to a channel, which will give you some emotes. It will help support the streamers that you do. So go consider using it on one of these wonderful people. If you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is head on over to the Patreon, where we are getting close to our first goal of $1,000 a month, which will unlock the addition of Tablestory one-shots, where we invite guest DMs in for short one-shot or multiple session short versions of campaigns where they'll come in, play different games, and we get to check out a lot of different stuff. We might have some of that happening right now with Pumpkinberry doing a show called Stygian Gate, which we premiered last night. She did a fucking amazing job. If you haven't seen that, you can head on over to the YouTube and go check it out. It's a horror campaign where myself, Brad Wodo, Brotato, and Murgles are playing ourselves. It's weird role-playing yourself. In Toronto, especially, that's extra weird. And it was crazy. It was a crazy night. PB did an amazing job. And
she really did. That was so good.
She put a ridiculous amount of time into it, and that was her first time doing an online session. So it was pretty fantastic. Go check it out. And that might be our guinea pig there for the one shot. So if you want to help support, that's the kind of stuff that you'll get. And yeah, we're super happy with the way things are going. But why don't we hop into this game where we're gonna do some D&D stuff? We're playing a homebrew world, in a homebrew world and setting known as Talanis, and we've got a really interesting kind of setup going on here. The players are in a reconstructed village known as Foxden, where a guild master by the name of Randolphus Vulpan was recently appointed the Baron, as well as being responsible for the reconstruction of this village, formerly known as Gasthold, as well as the Keep. A lot of people have immigrated here, especially probably one of the most famous guilds in the world at the moment, the Iron Foxes. The players are trainees in the Iron Foxes and are, I guess, trying to make themselves a new life and in general just try and find out who they are as people and well, see if they can achieve some modicum of success here in this new village. Last session, the players managed to find a bunch of reanimated kobold skeletons and some strange spirit-like creatures that were inhabiting a mine, the mine here in Foxden. The ore production and the blacksmiths have basically been sort of put on hold until they managed to clear up the resources that were desperately needed for the village. We're going into the deeper parts of fall at this point in the village. Things are getting very cold. The weather is sort of right on the cusp of freezing, and the town is in desperate need of as many supplies as they can possibly get. Today's session, we're going to start with the just a little bit of talking about what happened after the last session. After you guys sort of wrapped up the mine, you found this strange necromancer deep in the mine, as well as some evidence that they had managed to come up from some sort of underground caverns that seemed to be below the mines that you had seen. Lucky managed to find a staff on this necromancer, as well as a strange-looking ring. And aside from that, a few people collected some dust that was left over from these strange kobold skeletons. It seemed to disintegrate after they were killed, or I guess put to their final death, however you want to call it. What I'd like to know is a few things. Number one, what did you guys do after you sort of cleaned out this mine? Did you? I assume you reported back. Did you do anything in regards to these openings that you saw? Did you just report it? What did you do?
I think we would have just reported it, right? Because none of us wanted to go down those holes.
I certainly would have just reported it. Nothing more.
Yeah, I don't think we would have collapsed it.
Okay, so you essentially just reported everything back to the Guildmaster Dedan and his captain, Urfi. Urfi would have then thanked you guys for doing this. You all would have gotten 25 gold pieces for completing the quest, as well as... thank you from Urfi. She has that sort of bearing of somebody that you want to make sure is happy for your future success. You know, she has that sort of ambiance. Like she's the key to your success, is the general bearing that she has. Okay, so she would have thanked you for the reports and everything. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of mechanical stuff because we're going to sort of time skip a little bit.
I probably would have gone to see Praetor at some point after the mission.
Okay, we can do that first.
Is that cool?
Yeah, sure. We'll assume you guys sort of visited the mine. Probably by the time you got out, it was maybe mid-afternoon, something along those lines. Would you have gone to see her at night, or would you basically after you made the report? When did you?
Yeah, I would have waited till sort of nighttime and then gone up to whichever house she's like living in. And
so you guys haven't really purchased. You guys will have to purchase a house if you want to live in a house.
Is there
there's currently number 13 on the map at the top there, right underneath the banner, is it's the Iron Fox's longhouse. Essentially, it's a spot that's just like it sounds, a longhouse. If you've ever seen the way that sort of a lot of the Vikings and stuff lived, they had those sort of elongated house with the sort of fire pit, cooking pot area central, which provided heat for the house. It's just kind of it's a long house.
Would there be separate rooms?
No, there's like bunks that are in there.
Okay then, because I wouldn't want to talk to any people around. Would Praetor have like gone out at any point from the longhouse?
That's up to Praetor.
She might have. Yeah, you could probably find her outside in the dark by herself. She's a gloomstalker, so she kind of prefers the dark. She can see and other people can't. It makes her a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, if I see her going out, because I probably would have like kept an eye on her, make sure she's not gonna go and tattle on me. Because I'm terrified that people will find out who I am, and I would like have followed her out.
Okay.
And then
when I'll be in the pitch dark talking to something you can't see.
Praetor?
Go. Hey! Frantically looks for axes.
I get out my 2 boarding axes. You want to fight?
Not particularly. Did you need something? How can you see me?
I mean, you're standing like 2 foot in front of me.
It's very dark out.
It's only 2
Normal
feet.
human probably could not see this close in the dark. What are you?
I look around to see if there's anyone around, but it's pitch black. I can't see shit. Is your friend gone, whoever that was?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. I want to check that we're alone.
Okay. Give me a perception check. A 5 from Mason. So as far as where you are right now, Preda, looking at the village map, where would you be?
Looking at the village map, so are we near the cave?
Well, 16 is where the mine was. 13 is where the longhouse is.
13 is where the longhouse is.
Yep.
So she's probably. How do I make a mark on here? Just select move.
You can use the paintbrush
Draw
tool
shape.
if you want to do that.
Freehand. So she'd probably be like here-ish, like in sight, but out of the light of it. Is that super far away? How many?
What did
will
you
be
draw
like
that with? A dark green on a slightly lighter green?
You know what?
Should have been hot blue.
I don't know how far that is. She's like far enough away that she can see the longhouse. She's within distance of it. She could like hear if something's going on, but she's like the farthest she could get away from it, where it's like super dark.
Okay.
But she can see.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty dark in general. There's lights, but they're down like where most of the village lives. There's probably a few torches and stuff along the path leading to the keep, and there's definitely torches like on the doors to the keep. So there's some slight illumination in those areas, but off near the mountainside, there's not really anything there. It's pretty dark.
Okay, we're still holding the axes. That's great. Look, if I tell you, can you keep secrets?
Yeah. Definitely.
Judge my perception. I'm just gonna straight up believe her, regardless. Okay, I am from place. I am from the ocean. I am Triton.
You smell like a fish.
I do not smell like fish. I used to have a pet fish. I definitely do not smell like fish. They just poop wherever they swim.
So why do you look like this now? But earlier when we were in the cave and everyone was looking at me and I was like, look at him. And then you didn't look that way anymore, but you did look one way. Why did you look that way and now you look not that way?
Okay, there's no one around, and I take off my hat.
So you try to take off your hat, but it doesn't seem to come off.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, it only happens when you go in the water.
Did your hat get smaller? Is it stuck?
I cannot
Are you trying
do
to
it
pull out
without...
a weapon? Is there something in the hat?
My hands are full already of weapons!
What are you?
I am Triton. I come from under the sea. But,
Then why do you look this way?
I have magic hat.
What are you hiding? Why are you hiding and who is it from?
I'm
People don't
hiding
just hide
from
for
every...
no reason.
Okay, you know how you react to me being fishman?
I have no
It's how
idea.
everyone react. Nobody seemed to know what Triton is, even though we saved the world thousands of times. I myself have killed Leviathan. Single-handed. With an army.
Why didn't you just stay in the ocean? Where it's normal and you don't have to hide and you can have your pet fish. That feels
Nobody
like
know anything about Triton at all?
You're in the pitch dark with me. Why are you here?
I think most Tritons are dead. My family have disappeared.
That's tragic.
Yes.
But I don't have a family, and you don't see me putting on some freaky skin suit and tricking groups of people in their guild.
My family is entire race of Tritons. They have almost all gone.
I mean, obviously not.
But that's why I'm here. I need to find out what happened.
You're gonna find that out here? In the
Well, there's no
Foxden?
answers in the water.
I feel like being a Triton would probably attract more Triton information than being a human with a giant anchor.
No, well, if they know, they act like you, but not just you, everyone. They call me a monster.
You are.
I'm not a monster.
You are a fish man, and a hat makes you grow people skin.
It not make me grow skin is illusion. Magic hat, illusion.
I don't like magic. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of magic. I'm not a fan of you now. Is that what you're doing all the time? Is this like a common thing?
I not do it. I bought hats
Why are
from...
you doing it right now?
There was short man. He sold me hat for 2 gold. And then he left after I gave him gold and put on hat. And I cannot take off hat anymore unless I get into water. And then I turn into Triton.
How did a Triton find a strange man with a $2 magical hat?
He was just standing in road.
Everyone freaks out. Okay, so everyone in the world acts like this appropriately when they meet Fishman.
It's not appropriate. I am nice guy.
Man with creepy $2 hat. That didn't strike something suspicious in your mind. Nothing about that. Nothing about the great deal of the mysterious hat that's going to take away your fish skin and make you look like a fucking human. Nothing. None of that. None of it. You're
Did
not
not take away my fish skin. Can you stop calling me a fish? It's racist.
Dolphin. Are you mammal?
I am a Triton. I am Mason. I
Okay.
look same except I have different skin when I get wet. Because hat comes off in water.
So maybe we should find some water.
There's a big lake over there.
So get to it. Maybe we should get the group. I think the group.
I
should
don't
come.
think we should tell anyone.
I think if they're to trust you with their lives, then you are to trust them with your fish skin.
They don't need to trust me. They already trust me. Is you do not trust me.
And now they're not gonna trust me. I'm not crazy.
I never said you were crazy. Is this some sort of culture thing?
I'm just nervous. Why did you come out here?
Would you like me to put my exes away?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were doing like a thing. I have not been topside very long. Everything is very confusing. They have buildings grow out of ground and...
In Fishland, do you dance with axes?
Do I dance with exes?
Did that was that a thing you did back home? So you were like, hey, she's got axes up. Maybe I should do it too. Didn't come off as maybe you scared the living bejesus out of me in the forest at nighttime and you're a big fish man and no one else knows about it except me?
Wait, I mean... You had axes out. I thought... I was trying to make you feel comfortable. If we all had axes, we're all the same.
You are a terrifying, giant, mysterious fish human. And you refuse to show
I am
anyone
not
else.
fish! I am just man who can live in water.
You are blue.
I'm not blue now?
It's an illusion.
Yes. Look, I don't know about het. There was this...
If I don't tell anyone, what are you gonna do for me?
What do you want me to do for you?
I don't want any more of that magic crap near me.
I don't
get along well with that or fire. I'm done with the fire. That forge up there makes me real nervous. And that other
Okay.
girl, Lucky, is real excited about it.
How about I be your fire protector?
You with your little fish?
I don't have fish! Fish? Triton.
Do you have like
the
water
same.
abilities? Are you like water magic? Because that could help.
I can call upon the spirits of all my ancestors that have died. is like a ghost.
The more we talk, the more I don't like you. Maybe we should go inside where it's light and everybody is and can see everything that's happening.
But I cannot talk about this in front of them.
I think we've talked enough.
Okay, and you keep my secret, and
I won't tell
keep
your
you
secret.
safe from fire.
You keep that tiny one's molten fire away from me.
Keep tiny one fire away. Okay, deal? And I
Deal.
hold up. I spit on my hand and I hold it out to shake. I
Nice.
see this in the inn.
If
They
you,
shake their hands.
if you've ever seen, you know, like David Blaine, he's done this before. He drinks like a whole ton of water, and he could just keep spitting water. There's like a stream, like of water that shoots out from Mason.
Okay. And I spit sadly at the ground near him. Deal. You first.
Is that okay? I don't know. I have no idea where Longhouse is. Very dark.
Straight ahead.
Okay, I'll walk straight ahead.
I let him trip a little.
Oh! So nothing.
All right. So you guys head back to the Longhouse for the night. We're going to do a little bit of mechanical stuff here to figure out how the village has been doing. And we're going to do a bit of a time skip. So I'll find out exactly what you guys have been up to. The time skip is going to be a week. And let's see here. First thing first, we're going to determine how many new villagers head here in the week. Okay, 26 new villagers. Damn. Alrighty. And we're also going to determine what professions have arrived here as well. Let's see. Let's see how lucky you guys are. Of the 26 new villagers, I put the wrong freaking name in. What is it? Oh, it needs caps. Okay. We've added some new mechanics into D&D for this homebrew setting to determine what happens with the villagers. Okay, woodmaker or woodcutter. Someone is a criminal. An armor smith. Hooray! That's a good one. That's like a level 2 job. Just saying. Fisherman, hunter, miner, tailor, farmer, chandler. A weaponsmith, another lucky one. More gatherers, another carpenter, 2 more laborers, 2 miners, another carpenter, a fisherman, a merchant, a blacksmith, a barber, a bucklemaker, another criminal, a fisherman, and a shoemaker. So you guys won't know who the criminals are, but I will say that there have been criminal entities that have been making their way into the village as time has gone on. Just a little side thing to worry about. There's a lot of different possibilities for new villagers that come in. There can be children. The closer we are to winter, the less likely that families will be trying to move into the village, as it's an extremely difficult journey. And trying to create a new life for yourself in the middle of winter is, I mean, that they made a game around it. It's called Frostpunk. It's not an easy thing to do. So we've got a bunch of new villagers, and I'm gonna roll on a few other things to determine some other village stuff. What I'd like to know is if you guys are straight up working with your professions, trying to make some money doing your profession stuff, or do whatever while the week is gone by.
I would be, because I gotta get food.
Yeah, I mean, the village definitely needs supplies, so you know, it's a good thing to try and do your profession. But you guys are free to do what you want, and you can tell me how many days you want to spend working on your profession. So what I'll do is I'll just go through each one of you, and you can tell me how many of the 7 days in this week that you're going to be working on your profession. And if you're trying to do something specific, I can tell you what you'll have to roll to make that happen. and we'll go that way. So, Prada, would you have been spending the whole week trying to be an herbalist?
Probably, yes, because I want to start getting that up fast.
Okay. There is an herbalist. There is an herbalist in town. Somebody that has actually purchased the building. So, if you are an herbalist, they have sort of a setup, to collect herbs, dry them out, etc., etc. And it's a pretty necessary building for the village. So it's one of the first things that was built. So that's number 12 on the map. And what I'd like for you to do is to roll me your what I'd like for you to do is to roll me your basic herbalism kit.
Whoa. Where is that?
It's in your where all your ability scores are, right underneath that. Your passive wisdom perception right underneath that. On the left. Oh, that's a critical fail.
Boo.
Oh no.
Didn't do well this week.
Oh no. I think what's happened is you're familiarizing yourself with the area. Things have not gone well. You haven't really tried to ask for advice or anything from the other herbalists that are there. Ophelia is also an herbalist, and it's I guess you've kept things pretty close to the vest. I don't know. Maybe you're just not comfortable with anybody yet. Hard to say. But you've tried to make out a few excursions. What I'm going to do is I'll give you one thing. I'll give you one quality roll here. Let's see what you're able to find. Okay. You find some very common herbs. I'll tell you what you find here. Okay, so you find some you find some rancid dirt bulbs.
Yum.
As well as some soft moss. And that's the kind of common stuff that you find. You don't get many usable items. Maybe it's kind of been farmed in this immediate vicinity. Maybe you just don't really know where to look. Maybe you've had kind of other interests and you've been taking things a bit lackadaisically, but it hasn't gone well. I'm going to say that you roll me a d6. Roll me 2d6. Another 1 and a 5. Okay. So you find one usable rancid dirt bulb and 5 pieces of soft moss that you think you can possibly give to the herbalist to possibly pass on to someone else to use. It's not going to net you much. You're going to make about 5 gold pieces from that. Okay, Lucky.
The first thing I want to do is, I don't know if Locke would want to come with me for this, but I want to look and see if anyone knows anything about the markings on the staff or what this ring might be.
Okay.
I'm definitely curious.
Yeah. So let me pull this up here. I gotta just check the other villagers, how many of each of these that you guys have. Unfortunately, there are no scholars in the village. That's one thing you guys got really unlucky with. And any of the guild members that might know about the staff are not currently residing in town. So you're not able to learn anything new about the staff. You can personally try to see if you can learn anything about it. But in terms of asking around, there's nobody in town that can really help you out with that.
Yeah, okay. So I'll see if I can figure out anything about them.
Okay. You can roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Ugh, a 4.
That's a 4. Okay. Even though you
Could I get advantage if my brother's helping me?
yeah, sure. I'll give you a second roll there. Go ahead. An 11.
11. It's a little better.
Okay. After studying for a full day, you and Locke essentially don't learn anything of vital importance about this. You can tell that the staff is definitely magical. The ring you're not sure about. If it is magical, it's possibly beyond you. You're not sure. There's no obvious signs that it is magical.
Okay.
I could just try it on.
No, Locke. That's such a bad idea. Is like the first thing we learned in cleric school.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll keep this with me for now. Just let's try to keep this quiet. I don't know if it's of any value, and we don't, I mean we can't figure this out right now. So
Okay.
So I'll wrap them up and I'll kind of hide them in our bunk. And I'm gonna spend the rest of my time pretty well, like constantly day and night, being at the forge.
So the thing with the blacksmith's forge is you're not going to get materials for free. There are other blacksmiths that have that are in the village. Number one, and the way that it's going to work for the forge is you're kind of low on the totem pole right now. So you have a basic set of blacksmith's tools. Gaining access to the proper full-on anvil, the sort of magical forge that has been created here, will require you to gain some more skill. You can, however, help out with the blacksmith. You can sort of make some stuff. The village is currently in need of tools to try and just build things, get the rest of the village working again. Or you can try and, spend your time making stuff for yourself or for the group. You can try and make some weapons and armor, but keep in mind there are costs and materials that you'll need. The village was already really low on minerals. The miners have recently just gotten back to work, but they're pretty low. You can try and buy some materials and make stuff if you want. If you make it yourself, it costs you less than buying it, but you spend time.
Yeah, like I don't mind. I think kind of in my head, I want to spend as much time as I can kind of putting in my time to advance myself and to gain the notoriety I need to get access to that forge. It's kind of like a one goal, so I'll probably go to whatever blacksmith needs the most help, and I'll just be like, hey, I'm here to help, kind of free of charge for now, almost like an internship.
Okay. In terms of the blacksmiths that have showed up, okay. In terms of the blacksmiths that have shown up, you guys have got yourself a new armor smith and a weaponsmith, which is ultra lucky, by the way. Just saying. Might have something to do with the fact that you guys have just recently acquired a magical forge, and the percentages went up when you guys chose the magical forge as the option. To get more smiths into town. And you also got another blacksmith. So now the village has 3 lower ranked blacksmiths, yourself, and a weaponsmith and an armor smith. After evaluating their skills, Baron Volpan made the armor smith, who is a dwarven woman by the name of where'd it go? Genhi, or Genna, the chief, essentially the chief blacksmith in charge of the forge. Genha is the armor smith, and you're kind of trying to help out. So what you can do is roll me your basic blacksmith's tools, and we'll see how you're able to help out. 17. Okay, 17. Very nice, very nice. A 17. All right. So what I'd like for you to do is to roll me. Actually, I'll roll this 7 times, I think. Wow. Wow. Okay. So you do a pretty good job creating tools.
Yeah, tools, and if they need fixtures for houses and stuff like.
Okay. Yeah, you actually do a really good job. And you create. I have little quality tables that I roll for how you guys do on your different checks. So you actually got 1, 2, 3 uncommon. 1, 2, 3 commons, and 1 very rare set of tools. So you've put in some really good quality stuff. You can go ahead, and I want you to write somewhere in your notes that you have earned yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 blacksmith's points.
Okay. Sweet.
I have not explained what these are for the players at all, by the way, guys.
I don't know what this is, but it sounds like a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Point.
I got a point.
Yay.
Towards what? Who knows?
If Katie rolled anything except a natural 1, she would have gotten some as well.
Correct.
Okay.
I can't find anything because she keep going, is it a fish man behind me?
She's like, it smells like, does this plant smell like fish?
Okay, so yeah, you've supplied some good quality tools. I think that the various blacksmiths were, impressed with your work and things. And Mason, 7 days. Do you spend all your 7 days gathering?
No, I don't. I'd probably spend like maybe 2 days setting up traps, and then 3 or 4 days like gathering and checking traps and stuff. But I would definitely spend 1 day talking to the people who live in the village, maybe the new people that turned up, just to try and gauge if anyone even knows what a Triton is, because so far everyone is just fucking terrified of Tritons.
Okay, so
and I thought that I would have been welcomed like a hero because of the shit I've done for this world.
Yeah, nobody really knows what a Triton is. Like you haven't heard anyone talk about them. It hasn't really gone on in town at all. So you said you're going to spend 2 days trying to
2 days setting up traps,
okay,
and then 4 days gathering and checking traps and stuff, and then I would have spent a day.
4 days gathering food and whatnot.
Yeah,
you're gonna forage.
Because checking traps for any meat, but then foraging for. Because
Okay.
I assume I'm supposed to be catching animals and looking for berries, right?
Yeah. So Mason is a gatherer, and possibly he's currently level 1, which is a gatherer, and possibly in the future upgrading to a level 2 profession. Mason, what I'd like for you to do is to roll me your roll me your basic gathering tools. 22. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. Alrighty, and we're gonna do some.
I'm nice and relaxed because I've made friends now.
Okay, so you check your first trap, which is again, you don't have you don't really know how the sort of animals really behave up here. You've just kind of learned what you have through hearing other people talk to you about it.
I've set up lobster traps.
So
That's what I've done.
yeah, so there's a few traps that you've kind of set up at various places. There are fishermen there are fishermen in town, but I assume that you've placed the traps elsewhere, not in.
Yeah,
the lake?
no, in the forest, like looking for rabbits and things like that.
Okay,
Not-
so you have one trap set up, expecting a rabbit. You're a bit shocked as you find that there is some sort of large, like, wild pig.
Fuck me, that is big rabbit.
Yeah, there's a big, like, wild pig that's kind of been captured. It's kind of squealing around, like, just kind of squealing about.
Can I check its sex?
Just reaches around the back.
I don't know, can ya?
What kind of role does that, entail, Whack?
Animal handling.
I might be
Why?
a sleight of hand.
Well, see if it's a female pig. We can grow more pigs.
Bro.
Sure. Roll me a 1d2.
Roll for sex. 1.
It's a male pig.
Okay,
Aw.
I'll put it out of its misery.
Okay. The next trap, you find a rabbit. Find a rabbit in that one.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna breed rabbits. There's probably thousands in the forest. Okay, I'll tie that up, sling it over. Oh, I guess I've got a pig over my shoulder as well.
It's more like dragging it. It's pretty fucking. It's pretty heavy. I know that you're
I'm
strong.
pretty fucking big.
Yeah, but
I
carrying.
think I'm bigger than a pig.
You're definitely bigger than a pig. I love how Peachy has absolutely no sense of manual labor. Like, he can't process
I've
it.
seen pigs.
Yeah, do you know how fucking heavy
I
they
built my
are?
character specifically to be able to carry pigs.
Well, congratulations. You can carry a pig for maybe 5 minutes before your arms start to give the fuck out. Congratulations. And then you have to drag the fucking pig or carry some sort of sled. And then in terms of your regular sort of foraging, let's see here. Go ahead and roll me a 1d20. Okay, that's 19. Very nice.
All about those 19.
When all is said and done, you bring back a wild pig and a rabbit and about 19 rations worth of general foraging. Very, very nice. Very nice.
Cool.
So you provided the village with a good amount of food and stuff. There's definitely a response from the hunter's hut, which is where they would probably, try and get this thing properly butchered and sent off, at least skinned.
Yeah,
and-
pig bang on the table. There is something wrong with this rabbit.
Are we all there?
Definitely not. I mean, you guys are just kind of out and about doing random stuff. The hunters that are there, I think, let's see. There's a hunter by the name that I think you've met now. Bring back like a few rabbits and a few other things, Mason. By the name of Gwalhus. This is a wood elf. A man. And he looks at you and he says, "That isn't a rabbit, friend."
Oh, well, I know what it is. What do you think it is?
Surely you jest. You're serious?
No, I'm big kidder. Okay, here is animal. And
This is a wild pig.
it's pig.
Have you never seen one before? Where do you hail from, friend?
Oh, I come from lobster stove.
And where exactly is that?
Oh, is very far down south.
South. Perhaps Lertzog or Menacea?
Yeah, near Litzog. Yes. I go there with my friends to drink in tab. It's lobster strawberry is not it's not very big, it's small.
Make a deception check, please. 18. Guys are fucked if Peachy's rolling well. Okay. He says, "Well, I've never heard of it, but it seems strange that you have never seen a pig before, especially in Lertzog."
Oh, is island, not much land around.
Very well. Well, regardless, here is some money for your efforts. You will earn 3 gold pieces for your efforts.
Okay, I feel like Mason has no concept of money, but Peachy's like, "You fucking what, mate?"
That's a lot.
It isn't when you want to buy a +2 master-crafted axe. Wow.
Correct. Okay. Thank you, Mason. Locke.
Do I get gatherer points?
Yes, I'm sorry. You did get gatherer points.
I want points. I don't know what they do, but I want them.
So you got 1. You get 5 gatherer points.
Cool.
I'd like to work on a bit of fancy stonework. Maybe make a fox, I think.
So you're trying to make some sort of sculptures with these as your stonemason for your
Yes.
stonemason profession?
Trying to make a good impression with the Baron.
Okay. Intriguing. Fair enough. So you spent 1 day with Lucky, helping her out with her, trying to figure out exactly what the staff could do. I think go ahead and roll me your basic mason's tools. 12. Okay. Now, being a stonemason is not particularly... it's not fast working on this stuff. It takes a while for you to work on things, depending on exactly what you're doing. The thing that you've chosen to do is very time consuming. If you've ever seen anybody try to make a stone sculpture of any kind, small or large, they take quite a while to make. So we'll see how you do here. On a 12, you're definitely not going to have finished it in this time.
Expected. I'm really new to all this, so just, you know.
But you are doing a pretty decent job at it. Nothing super amazing. But until you are able to sell this, I'm going to say that you don't make anything directly. And it will take up the 6 days. Okay. All right.
No catastrophes, though. Everything's still stone or fox shaped, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. So you're trying to make a stone fox?
Yeah, sure.
Would you say it's cold?
A stone-cold fox.
Katie's laughing. At least I got a laugh from Katie.
What's the gender of the stone cold fox?
Alrighty. So yeah, you basically have not earned any money doing this because you actually have to sell this this thing. Alrighty. That was an interesting route to take. Wasn't expecting that. But maybe when you do get it finished, you'll make more money on this. As far as your stonemason points, I'm going to say that you get 2 stonemason points.
Thank you.
I will say that the more points that you get, the better off you are. They will help with things. They will help with things. Okay. So, that being done, we're all kind of done with the mechanical stuff here. Yeah, there have been a lot of people that have been coming into the village, a fair amount, and we're essentially on the 7th day here. It's been a week since you guys have done the mining stuff, and let's see what the weather's like. Okay. It's the end of the day. It's been fairly okay through the day, partly cloudy. It's definitely getting colder. It's hovering right around freezing, just maybe like a little bit above freezing. It's you guys are smack dab like right in the middle of fall now, kind of heading into later portions of fall. And yeah, it's just kind of it's dark out, just barely. The sun has just gone down. I think a lot of you have kind of like probably returned to the longhouse for the day, or you guys can tell me where you would have gone as the day has kind of started to finish up.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming we're considering this like a long rest as well. So
you guys have a long. You guys have taken a long rest. Your spells are refreshed.
Okay.
If you are choosing new spells, make sure you prepare the right amount and you let me know.
I will send those to you.
And that you guys have gotten you've gotten all your spell slots back, you've gotten all your hit dice back, and you've gotten full health.
Perfect.
Okay. So
I'm just gonna prepare my spells.
you guys are in the longhouse basically, and yeah, night has just fallen. I guess you don't have to be in the longhouse, but night has started to fall. People are heading home after getting themselves getting their work and stuff done for the day. Where's everybody at?
I'll probably be sitting on my bunk, just kind of paging through my books, and I guess I will literally be preparing my spells just on my bunk.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's the end of the day, so we can assume that you would have prepared your spells already,
For the next day.
Well, I mean, for today, it's the end of it's the
okay.
end of today. You
Okay.
know.
I'm probably sitting bored, messing with the. Do we have lanterns or torches in
Oh
here?
yeah, there's definitely some lanterns. There's also the central sort of fire where there's a pot of like stew probably cooking away. You guys can hear the rattling sound of the lid on top of it. There's a little bit of steam escaping. And it's warm in here, you know, because you have this sort of central sort of fire pit. The coals are stoked and whatnot. Somebody would have tended to that during the day. It's warm in here. There's some lanterns and stuff hung up.
I'm probably messing with the lanterns and the flames, making them flicker and brighten and change colors, and I'm watching Pretty. See how
I'm
she-
definitely sitting in a corner with the back to my back, just like shaking, watching the lights turn different colors around me. Completely unaware of Locke and what he's doing, but noticing all of the fire changing and just very nervous and very awake and very alert.
I'll dim the lights down quite low, and I'll go over and just sit next to her.
Locke?
Why?
Hello.
Hello?
You seem a little anxious. Is everything okay?
It's great. It's cool. It's fine. Yeah. I was just talking. It's fine.
I lean in a little closer and say, "You don't need to lie to me, you know."
You're really close right now.
I can
I
get
say
closer
alarmingly loud.
if you like.
No, thank
A
you.
little closer. Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Are we
I lean
all
back
here?
again.
That's up to you guys. It's the end of the day, so if you
These are
if
the
you-
only people I know, so I guess I would.
I point to a nearby lantern and just change the color a little bit. I make it
Oh,
glowing.
no. Out of my corner.
Why don't you give it a try?
I don't do magic.
I think that's
It's true. She not like magic.
I don't do magic.
You
I can't
don't,
do magic.
but sure you can. I'm fairly sure.
No,
Okay, I'm
that's
sorry.
not a good idea.
Why not?
You seem great at it. I think that's probably enough.
I pat the floor next to me. Come sit down. Tell me your story, Pretty.
I sit a very safe 3 feet away. More like a wild animal, not really like a human, but more like a perch. Like I could get up at any moment and probably pounce 5 feet away, just kind of very anxiously ready to get up. Could you stop playing with the fire in here? It makes me really nervous.
Okay, I dim them down again. There you go.
Thanks.
So, bad experience with
A
fire?
few? Yeah, there's a few.
You
Just
do know
doesn't
that
happen to go well when I'm around.
you do know we don't need to fear it, like normal
I'm not
people.
afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm leery. It may not hurt me, but things and people, places, it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen anything positive come out of fire, except that creepy tiny one that's around sometimes when she blows up into a fireball of chaos and psychosis in the caves, which I don't even want to talk about now.
That was impressive.
You know what's impressive? A good loaf of baked bread. That's impressive.
All right, and what do you use to bake the
Sourdough.
bread?
I don't know. I don't bake.
Use fire. See? Good things come out of fire.
All right, bread was a bad example. Apples. Apples are fantastic.
Well, I don't think you need to feel little Philly. She's sweet. I don't think she'd hurt you.
Sweet is a strong word.
You guys would have noticed Ophelia's like fennec fox kind of periodically running around the guild hall. It seems to be acting rather playfully. It seems a bit anxious. Ophelia's currently she's not here.
The rat thing's around. That's nice.
I think it is pig.
It's a fox, and I'll take like a part of my rations and just kind of try to feed it.
Okay. It's doing like the thing that like cats do when they go into like turbo mode, where they just kind of zoom. They do their zoomies. Yeah. It's jumping like up onto the beds and just kind of probably messing up people's pillows and things like that. It's it wants to do something. All of you can roll me an insight check.
$15.
Okay, a 15 from Lucky, a 9 from Mason, a 12 from Locke.
I'm trying to find insight.
It's on the skill list.
Why do I always miss it? Oh, thanks.
And a 20 from Prada. So Prada, you and Lucky would probably notice that Ophelia has a time that she usually goes out to collect herbs and things like that. Since you have met her and observed the fact that she is an herbalist, she has a sort of routine that she goes through, and she never comes back this late, especially because of the fox, and knowing that the fox needs to eat and it needs to, go outside and basically take a shit and take a piss. She's never this
Lucky,
late.
you notice the fox is being kind of weird?
Yeah.
The rat thing's being weird. It's not being normal. Normally it's like chill. Where's that tiny person?
It's a fox, and Ophelia's not back yet, so clearly it's freaking out.
Should we like put it outside?
I'm gonna take it out. I can't even be in here anyways.
Where is little child? It's late.
Well, if
Yeah.
you want to come with me to take a look, I'm gonna go look around. So
Okay.
I'm gonna open the door, let the fox out, and just see if it like kind of bolts anywhere, and if it does, I want to follow it.
Okay. Yeah, so you let the fox out, and it sort of starts to like run around, like it just kind of runs around the immediate area of the longhouse. It sort of does its business. Doesn't seem to like run off somewhere.
The little rat thing doesn't seem concerned. And honestly, that tiny person let fireballs fly out of him, so I think she can probably take care of herself.
But she is tiny child.
She's tiny child with fireballs.
Still tiny child.
Do you guys want to search?
I'm gonna
I
go
can see
look.
pretty
so-
well out there.
I think maybe we should. She's usually back by now, no?
Do you guys know where she goes to gather stuff?
No, I'm not very good at that skill yet.
Huh. Not surprising.
Well, I go to the forest to find berries and things.
Yeah, you thought the fox was a rabbit?
Oh
I
no!
believe you thought that was a
Surely I
pig.
must be joking. Ah!
You're weird.
Mason.
I'm gonna go.
Do
Either
you
come
want
with
some?
me or don't.
Do you want company, sister?
Well, I mean, it seems like you're really busy flirting with Pretty, so
You guys should definitely go together. Yeah, it's the sibling thing. Definitely.
Why don't we all go?
I mean,
I'm just gonna start walking.
We should all go.
I stand up. put a hand out for Pretty. Are you coming?
Yes. Slink around it very creepily.
She's like
You do
doing
that cat thing where you curve your spine
Yeah.
around the hand.
She's doing like the limbo underneath the hand, like trying to avoid it.
Let's go then. I turn and follow my sister out.
All right.
Love how the two people that wanted to go look are the two people that do not have dark sight.
I'll take out my torch again.
Okay.
I light it. I changed the color to a hot blue.
It's a really nice color.
Continue walking as though nothing is wrong.
What exactly, if you had to assign color values to a hot blue, what color would that be, Zagonicus? Do you want to go ahead and try and find that on some sort of color chart for me? Because I've always been a little curious. Anyway,
I think it's similar to a
This is-
Kamehameha blue. I don't know.
I told you how much I love Sundays. Just love them.
we know you do. You guys head out of the longhouse. Where are you going?
Okay, do I have an idea of where? Actually, that forest up by like 12 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's
the
probably
herbalist?
definitely by the
Yeah.
herbalist house.
Yeah, so
probably
some
that way.
some basic information that you guys would realize, I won't make you roll for it, is that in general, to the south is like you just have the few farms that the village has currently been able to get the foundations kind of established for next year. Set up, and beyond that is sort of a very difficult like mountain sort of path that would lead you to this area. To the northwest is a sort of hilly forest area, which is where the hunters usually try to go, unless they want to try and go up into the mountains, or they might head to the south to find some maybe some mountain goats or those kinds of things. But yeah, I mean the northwest does have a sort of hilly forest up that way.
Should we go and ask where she sells the stuff? See if she's been in yet?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea if they're awake. At least see if she checked in, then we'll know if she's like in the gathering place or possibly not in the gathering place.
You do know that there is a the village has a master herbalist that you interact with on a daily basis. Preda, her name is Ivis. Also, she's a wood elf.
Is she nice? Or would she like see this as an imposition to her day?
She's definitely like weird. She's very shy. Yeah, she's
Oh.
very shy.
What's her name? Ivis? Ivis?
Ivis, yeah.
Ivis. Yeah, we should probably go see Ivis, but we should probably be very gentle. She's very timid. Large, scary people with stuck hats might freak her out a little bit. Maybe just one of us should go in and check it out and just get the update on who dropped off what.
Oh, I can
I'm
do
just
that
saying,
you
if we
like.
scare her, I mean, you might be a little overly friendly. I'm gonna be honest. I've never touched her. I'm not really sure how she'd react.
Well, you know her best, so
Yeah, I think I'll go in.
Okay.
And I trot over and look around the house. Am I by myself?
She's got like an herbalist. She's the one that runs the herbalist hut, and she has like a small living area on one side of the hut, that you can see some wane light just kind of bleeding out from the windows.
Can I check out the area before I knock on her door to make sure nothing fishy's going on?
Okay, sure. give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
17. God, that smile. That smile, though.
So, yeah, you take a look around, just getting the lay of the land here, and see if there's some sort of indication of foul play. There doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary. There's normal like foot traffic that's come through. You know, you sort of see the tracks and things on the dirt road leading to the hut on the northwestern side of town here. It doesn't appear to have any sort of damage to the hut. You were there earlier, maybe an hour or two ago, and since then you don't really notice anything strange. There is definitely the smells of some kind of food that's being cooked, and you can see that the chimney has some smoke that's coming out of it.
All right, I'm gonna knock on the door. Oh, Innis, are you home?
It's Ivis.
Ivis?
Yeah.
Ivis, are you home?
You hear like a
Ivis, it's Preta. I'm sorry. It's fine.
Preta?
Preta, yes. Can I talk to you for a second?
Can you please? I've asked you to be a little quieter when you speak to me, please.
I am so sorry, Ivis. Please, may we have a conversation face to face?
The door. We can't have the conversation through the door.
No, I would really love to just ask you a question. I'm sorry. It's very important. It's regarding my friend Ophelia. I believe you like her.
You hear like a the door like opens a crack. You see like one eye that's like looking around a bit wildly.
Hey, Ivis.
Hello, good evening. How can I help you?
Smells really nice in there. Do you, can I come in?
I'm
God, that smells good, Ivis.
I was just sitting down to dinner. Do you want some food?
I would love some food.
Oh, all right.
Thanks. And I push the door open really quick and walk in, sit down at the table.
Preta.
God, that smells good. Whew. All right, guys, she's cool. It's fine. So, Ivis,
Okay.
my girl, let's have a chat.
I sit here. Okay.
What's
It's fine. It's fine.
What's happening?
It's fine. Just sit down. This is Mason. He's really big. It's fine. This is Lucky. Not 100% sure.
I'm not in the house yet. I'm standing
just kidding.
outside. Yeah.
JK. This is Mason. He's fine. So, have you seen Ophelia?
I saw her this morning.
But you haven't seen her at all in the evening. Doesn't she normally come by in the evening and drop off her what she's harvested that day? I know I'm not great at it, so you don't see me as often as you used to. It's awkward. It's fine. But I'm pretty sure she stops in like every night with some legit stuff. We didn't see her tonight. I had to watch her rat thing poop. It was weird.
I'm sorry. Who's your friend?
Ophelia, the tiny one with the horns.
I know who Ophelia is. I'm more referring to him.
Oh, hello, I am Mason.
Oh,
This is Mason. He's fine. He's thick.
Hi.
it's very loud as well.
He's fine. He's in the guild with me. We're like, it's fine. But we were like genuinely concerned with the whereabouts of God, what is her name? Ophelia. That one.
Child. Oh, okay.
I really don't want to adopt the rat thing.
I'm sorry. I just assumed that she was busy with something. I don't know.
I'm gonna look over at Locke and just be like, I think maybe we should take over.
Probably a good idea.
Do you want to get him out?
Sure. I pop my head in the door.
Oh,
Hi. Lovely to meet you.
there's more.
Yes, that is the walk.
There's always more.
Please. You don't have to. I'm right here. You don't have to speak so loudly.
Mason and Pretty, we think we saw something outside. Could you come out?
Yeah, but we were just gonna get some
Okay.
food.
It's
There's
No,
food.
so
we
loud
don't-
in here.
We don't have time for food, I'm afraid. I think it was some kind of... I don't know.
Was it a pig?
Very well could have been.
Oh,
Fine. Ivis, thanks. You were a lot of help. Your soup smells great. I'll be back later.
Thank you. It's carrot.
Exit.
even when Peter's being nice, she seems threatening.
After they walk out, I just look over to Ivis. Oh, very sorry about those two.
And I'm gonna pop my head over to. Hey,
Oh, there's another.
I'm sorry. I'm the last one, I promise. May I speak with you? I promise I won't come in your house. We can do it through the door.
Make a persuasion check, please.
— 19.
19. Okay. She says,
But it's late. You can come inside.
Thank you. I promise I won't take up much of your time. Locke, if you want to herd the sheep.
Sure. I gently close the door behind Luck.
Ivis, is it?
Yes. And you are?
Lucky. Although in name only, really.
It's very nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
her hair is like a just a tangly mess. She's a bit uncommon for an elf. She looks like a kind of like a disaster area. She's very plain. She is definitely barefoot, and she looks like she's wearing some pretty warm looking clothes. Like she's all kind of like wrapped up kind of tightly. She's bundled up except for her feet.
I definitely feel a sense of kinship then, because Lucky is not very concerned about her appearance. Lucky's hair is also kind of tangled and matted and all over the place. And if it weren't for Locke, she probably wouldn't look even remotely presentable. So coming in, I'll just sit down and be like, we really hate to bother you at this time, and I apologize for my cohort's rude invasion of your home. We seem to be missing a friend of ours. Peter mentioned Ophelia.
Yes.
She didn't come by today.
I saw her this morning early, when I usually open up.
And she went to go and get herbs for you, I'm assuming.
She went to. I believe so.
Did she have any mention of where she was going to gather her herbs? Or where she was going in general?
She said, she said that she was going deeper into the hazy forest to see if she could collect something a bit more rare. A bit deeper into the forest.
And she just said something rare, nothing in particular that she was looking for.
She mentioned that she was looking for a bit, just a bit of maybe some well, it's very rare. She was looking for some drooping pink root.
Drooping pink root. Okay.
Yes.
And do you have a sample of what that would look like?
Yes.
May I see it, just for my own reference?
I can go into the herbalist hut, and we you can follow.
Thank you. That's very kind. And I'll kind of wait for her to get up before doing anything.
Okay, so she'll go around and basically go into the front of the building where the actual like herbalist's hut is, and you can see like some various like hooks and things on the front of the hut, where she might hang some like dried herbs or whatnot, but they're just there right now, sort of empty, and she'll open up the door and you walk inside, and you're immediately sort of hit by that fresh and dried herb kind of smell. It smells, it's a little intense, but it smells good. A lot of sort of different earthy kind of smells, and she's got lots of stuff just kind of hung up. She's got like a sort of like a big work table and sort of different places where she can keep the plants that need to stay alive. She's got them like potted, or she has them in fresh water and whatnot. And she says,
"But I have some here. It only grows. It only grows in a sort of certain temperature. It won't last much longer for the year."
And
so, Ophelia said that she would try to get some before it turned to winter. The first frost happened.
And what is it used for, out of curiosity?
It's used for certain types of medicines and such.
Okay. And you wouldn't happen to know where it was, if there's a culture of some of them in the forest?
I only knew of a few places that I've seen them. It is a bit deeper into the hazy forest. I told Ophelia, but she claimed that she was strong enough. I didn't have to worry. But since you haven't really seen her either, I'm starting to get a bit afraid that something may have happened.
So are we. We will go look for her and hopefully come back with her, and maybe even some more of the drooping pink root.
I can give you a general idea of where they are, but without proper exploration yourself, I don't know how easy it will be.
Well, we do have Preda, and Preda has a little bit of experience, albeit maybe very little, in the forest. So hopefully she can lead us there. And if we don't find her tonight, we'll send out a party, or at least we'll requisition one.
Good. That's good.
Okay. Thank you very much for your help. And we will give you any updates when we can.
Thank you.
All right. And I'll leave out the door and go outside.
So she would have tried to explain like 3 different possible locations for this stuff to you. You can give me a survival check.
Okay.
We'll assume it's with advantage since you asked the rest of the group about it.
19.
Okay.
Nice.
So you talk to everybody about this, and you kind of get a general idea of where these 3 locations are, based on information from Preda and from Mason primarily, giving you somewhat of a reasonable idea of where they're talking about. It's deep into the hazy forest. It's not like a simple trek.
It's quite a long way in, though.
It's like way in there.
Yeah, it's like a few miles.
Well, should we grab the fox and maybe have the fox track it?
I'm gonna be honest, this might be survival of the fittest. She's tiny. She went miles into the forest by herself.
She made you cower in fear with the snap of her fingers.
Thank you. My point exactly. Little tiny thing can take care of herself.
She can protect herself. I don't think that's the same as taking care of herself.
All right.
And why is she so late?
She could be in trouble.
What's she after again? And do we know why? Was it necessary or just dumb?
She's a very ambitious girl. She went to go and find this drooping pink root. It's a rarer type of thing.
Maybe she
Some kind of
needs
thing
money.
Could be.
Very expensive?
She seems pretty obsessed with growing. Maybe it's a growing thing. She's pretty tiny.
Aren't you an herbalist? Or
I mean,
attempt at one?
I tend to make poisons more than the things I'm trying to make, but we can give it a shot.
Well, I mean, this is used in medicine apparently, so, you know.
We should look for her regardless of why she went out.
I mean, nothing's going to happen to us in the forest. It's 4 of us.
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I've never seen anything worse than a pig out here, anyway.
Right, well, probably should go then. But seriously, Preda and Mason, if you're not quiet, I promise I will deafen you and may leave you out here to die.
I'm always quiet, like a mouse.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm going. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
I look at Prayton and I'm like, huh?
Okay.
I know what she's talking about.
You guys head out into the forest, the hazy forest at night. Alrighty. Why don't we go ahead and take our break here? Let's take our break, and we'll be back in just a little bit, guys. Hang tight for more Spark of Eternity as the group heads out to try to find Ophelia, seemingly lost in the hazy forest. If you have not done so, please follow all these wonderful people. And if you have yourself Twitch Prime that you have not used, consider using it on them. They totally deserve it. And if you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do is head on over to the Patreon, where you can get a lot of different DM stuff for yourself to use. You can also create an NPC that could show up on one of our shows. If you want to do that, go check it out. I have a whole village here that I have to fill with NPCs, so I'm just saying. Consider that. Consider that. Also, if you missed out, we've got 2 new shows that are starting or have just started. Stygian Gate started up now on Saturdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, a horror show that Pumpkinberry is GMing. And tomorrow we are premiering a new show called Sector 49, a Judge Dredd in the Worlds of 2000 AD show. Zagonicus is on that, as well as Brad, Jay, Katie Peters Plays, and Toshnar. But I'll go ahead and play the trailer for that in just a minute. So why don't you stay tuned. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight. Welcome back, everybody. Tablestory, Spark of Eternity, or Sparkly Turnip. Welcome back, everyone.
Sparkly turnip.
Welcome back. Let's get back to it. Our players head into the hazy forest to try and find Ophelia, who has apparently gone missing after she's gone out for the day to try and get her herbs collected. And you guys head out into the forest. How are you doing this? Who has lights? Who does not have torches?
I've definitely got a torch.
Okay. Make sure you spend the torch, by the way, when you use it.
Okay.
And who's leading the way?
I'll lead the way since I can get in the dark and see things before other people.
And I'll be right behind her.
Creepy. Night stalking my way up.
Are you like walking on all fours?
I'm a night stalker, man. I'm like, I'm animalistic.
Right there, are you okay?
Yeah?
I think she might be having a breakdown.
Is this how they walk normally? Because she did not walk like this before.
Oh, this is definitely how she walks normally.
Oh. Preto, what are you?
I feel like that's a rhetorical question. Don't we have like a goal right now?
What?
Are we like searching for Ophelia? Are we gonna have existential conversation in the darkness of the woods? Or are you gonna light a torch?
Retorte existen. What?
Why don't you light the torch, Pretty?
No, thank you. I don't need one.
I have a torch. Like, I'm still holding my torch.
Look, you don't mind?
Yes.
And cool.
Okay. You guys are going to head to one of 3 locations. I assume you're going to the closest one first.
Yeah.
Okay. Okie doke. Give me a survival check, please, Preda, with advantage since the group is trying to help you here.
All right. Image.
24. Okay. So, meandering your way through the forest, you're able to move fairly quickly, but it is basically sort of it's hilly, so you guys have to go kind of like up and downhill through the forest, and Preda she's making like good time to do it. You guys are having to follow her, which slows everything down. This first general location that you've kind of figured out between Preda, Mason, and the directions given to you by Ivis is probably maybe 2 miles out from the village. You guys travel up sort of through some of the foothills here, and the haze, the sort of fog is sort of setting in for the night. You're getting that cooler breeze kind of coming in, and there's a sort of fog that's just kind of pouring in, settling in the lower areas here of the foothills, and the forest is sort of speaking to you. It has that sort of general nighttime kind of sound.
Smells delicious.
And a snow has started to fall. It's a sort of...
What the fuck is that?
Shh. Mason, it's frozen water. It's fine.
Mason.
No, it's rhetorical existential joke.
This is such a bad idea. You guys really can't be any more quiet.
I guess autumn came and went quickly.
Or any more normal would also
You
be
guys, I
nice.
feel like we should move faster because snow's gonna cover up Prince or any sense of tracking we have of Ophelia if she's out here. Does anyone have like tracking experience?
Why don't we just mark the trees?
No, I'm saying like tracking her.
No.
Like, are we just going to random areas she might be in, or are we gonna actually like aim to find somewhere she might be? Because the snow's gonna cover that.
Aren't you the ranger?
Yeah, and hunting snow means you screwed.
Yeah,
So
can you
time,
track her?
You're the expert, aren't you, on tracking and such things?
I mean, I guess.
Well then, lead the way.
All right. I'm gonna check out the area. I'm like pretty far ahead of them. I stay like in the darkness, so their torch doesn't quite touch me, and I'm in there. And can I do like a check of the area and make sure it's safe before everybody comes in?
Sure, give me a perception check. Yours is a normal one.
Normal.
Yeah. 19. Okay. Looking all about, there doesn't seem to be anything kind of amiss here. The normal sort of sounds of the forest at night are happening, which are probably strangely more comforting to you than sort of the urban environments of the daytime. Yeah, you can hear the various nocturnal animals and things kind of moving about. You hear the leaves rustle and things like that. It appears safe. There doesn't appear to be any issues out here.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I'd like to sneak up next to her while she was looking.
Give me a stealth check, please. Got to be 19.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, you must have like missed some like dried branch or something. Snap.
That's what you're doing. You do not sneak up on someone in the dark. Good God.
I was just coming up to see if you needed any
I'm
help.
fine.
That's all. Okay.
It's good. You guys can come up now if you'd like. I've checked it out.
Okay.
Smells normal. Looks normal. I don't see Ophelia.
Do you see any of the root that we're looking for?
Give me a basic herbalist check, please. Basic herbalism tools check, please, Prada.
Where is it?
It's on the left side of your sheet underneath your attributes.
The basic herbalism kit, the same one I clicked before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A 7.
Look how your heroism checks go 1, and now 2. Looking
got
forward to that big old 3 coming up. Woo!
She's got that plus 5.
I got high hopes.
She's got the plus 5 and still a 7.
Wait till episode 20, son. Oh, it's gonna be dope.
Okay. So, from your perception checks, you see none in the area.
I don't see that tiny pink plant. I'm not the best at what I do, but I've got really good vision. I don't see like pink whatever plant. Drooping pink root, is that what it's called?
You basically have no idea what you're looking for.
Yeah,
Like
but I have
nothing.
a lot of false confidence, and I'm falsely confident that I don't see it anywhere.
You
Perhaps it's not here or she already picked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
Lead the way to the next area then.
All right.
I have question.
What is it, Mason?
Why are we sneaking? Shouldn't we be going fast?
Why would we
Well-
want to go fast?
Because you might be in trouble.
Yes, but if we are too hasty, we could be in trouble also.
In forest? All is here is rabbit and pig.
Well, we are here also.
wolves.
I mean,
So that means other things could also be here.
That, and if we move too fast, we might miss her. She's like a spot in the dark, let's be honest.
why don't we just shout out for her? If she hears us, she can
No,
shout back.
Let's not with the shouting.
Maybe
No
she
shouting.
got stuck in trap.
Mason, have you ever been outside before?
Yes.
Yeah, he's fine. I think everything's fine. I think we should probably move ahead. I'm gonna go ahead.
She just knocked like 12 things off her
Into
deck.
the darkness.
Are you doing like the Japanese horror scuttle?
Oh my god.
They're like backwards head fucking crab walk. Okay, sure. So, off you go to the second location. Give me a survival check, please, with advantage, Preda.
Survival.
22. Okay. All right. Even further into the hazy forest you go. This time it's a bit of a sort of rock scramble. If you guys have ever been like mountain climbing or hiking or anything before, it's a lot of like loose kind of rocks and terrain and stuff like that. And it's sort of more downhill actually in this part. But it's a thing where you guys are trying to find your footing a lot, and you kind of have to slow down. It's not that far from your current location, but because of the nature of the terrain, it's a bit slow going. It's about a mile or so away from where you are right now. Okay, so heading to the second possible location. Sorry, let me check on one thing. Okay. You head to the second possible location. Preda, you can give me another perception check. A regular one.
Yes.
A 4. Okay. Again, nothing kind of catches your eye out of the ordinary. As you make your way here, there's a sort of like a sort of long forgotten trail here that you sort of happen upon. There's a few boulders, a lot of trees, slight clearing in this area. More of that sort of foggy haze is milling about. But you don't seem to catch anything out of the corner of your eye or anything like that.
Guys, I don't see anything. At all. Starting to wonder why we came out here.
We still have one more location. And yeah, I'm gonna look for the drooping pink root as well.
Okay. Now, you don't have a familiarity with these herbs. You can give me a nature check, but it's going to be significantly harder for you.
Okay.
That's a
Oh my fucking god!
That's a crit.
That's a crit. That's a natural 20.
That's a crit.
Oh my god.
Okay. So
They're not actually trees. They're drooping pink things.
so
It's the penis of the forest.
you look around for, I guess, similar kind of indications that you saw in Ivis's apothecary, basically her herbalist hut, and you're trying to find like a certain sort of amount of shade. She had the plant sort of down like low on the ground, and it was not in direct light, and she had it. It was a sort of strange kind of very wet-looking soil, like very, very wet. So it's probably favors a more acidic kind of sort of soil. And basically near the trail, underneath some trees, you find what could be the what could be a very good spot for this. And you see some evidence that some probably grew here, but there is none here now.
Does it look like it's been picked? Like, are the ends
Give me an investigation check.
rough, I guess? 16?
16. It definitely looks like it's been picked. It also has a very it looks like it was not sort of like removed gently, like it was actually like ripped out, and the soil is like a bit disturbed. Around the area, you can also see that there are remnants of this drooping pink root that have sort of been stamped into the dirt and such. You also find what appears to be a piece of blue cloth.
Oh no. Well, she found the pink root.
Oh,
And then
cool.
something found her.
What?
Something bad?
I can't imagine it'd be anything good.
I'm gonna draw my weapon.
There are
Sure.
markings here. You see, like, this is where the drooping pink root would have grown. And it's picked. But then there's a whole bunch on the ground and...
Before
And
you can
then the
finish that
cloth.
sentence, I would like everybody to roll me initiative. It is
fuck's sake.
very unfortunate that Katie did not get a higher perception score. Do, 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 do.
Is there something to click so that we can...
Yep, you give me 1 sec. I'm going to move you on over here.
Oh, shit.
Okay, let's zoom in a little bit here.
Ooh,
Oh.
hell yeah.
Alrighty. Can we get... I want to try and get some of the haze on the map on the screen here. Hard to
I can do gathering fine. No, but when it comes to a fight, I'm screwed. Don't know what I'm doing.
Alrighty. Emerging from behind some rocks, you see several humanoid shapes, stout in nature, and looking pretty mean. They will get the drop on you guys.
Shit.
Oh.
Cool.
What are those?
Oh, it's been a week, so I assume I'm healed.
Yeah, you guys are... we went over this. Yes, you were fully healed.
He's a little thick, okay?
Yeah.
Not sick, I just don't understand your cultures.
Oh.
Okay. So yes, emerging from the darkness, you see several humanoid shapes running towards you. You can hear the sort of strange snarling as these creatures rush towards you. Let's see. Oh, and I rolled the 21 for the main hobgoblin rolls. Hobgoblins emerge from behind the rocks, obviously lying in wait, and they will rush forward. I'm going to go top to bottom, left to right. This guy is going to rush forward, rushing towards you, Preda. As you turn to meet it, it will try to attack you with a long sword, a two-handed strike. 22 versus your AC. I assume that's a hit.
It's not working. It's not clicking.
You don't have to click anything. You just have to open up your sheet.
Oh, it's 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely
That is a hit. All right. You were hit for 11 slashing damage as the two-handed grip of the longsword comes slicing down. You're sort of unprepared. You haven't really grabbed your axes yet, and you try to like dodge it, but it totally like slices into your arm. Next one here. This guy here is also going to rush up. Now next to his buddy. And by the way, each of you can give me either a... I would say probably a nature check. Oh, does the roll window have to go up a little bit? Sorry. Apologies. There you go.
The second we get into combat, my rolls go to shit.
Seems like peachy. Okay, so Locke, you know that these are hobgoblins. These are hobgoblins. A sort of well-organized group of like upper-class goblins. They're sort of militaristic, territorial, and generally not friendly. And when there's a group of them, they're usually very tactical about the way that they move in comparison to regular goblins. This one rushes up to Lucky and will try to attack. Now, it's unfortunate that it has a friend nearby, as it will now have advantage. Oh, actually, no. They have a different thing, but yeah. Slightly different than pack tactics. This one will try to attack with a longsword. That's a 12. That's a miss. Okay. Okay. Next up, the 3 hobgoblins back here. One is going to rush forward towards Locke and will try to attack you. This is, by the way, a surprise round. Just saying. With its two-handed attack. An 11. I assume that's a miss.
Yes, that's a miss. Sorry.
Okay. Next, 2 hobgoblins in the back here. Gonna get into better position. This one is going to shoot a longbow. .10 towards Preda. That's a miss, I believe. You have a 12, right? You're muted.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Okay. This one here is going to shoot out towards Locke with its longbow. 18.
18 hits.
That's unfortunate. Okay, you are in range of an ally, and it gets a bonus now. So 4 piercing plus. It's martial advantage. For an additional 8.
Just so I don't need to take 8 damage. Is that both ranged and melee attacks? Just in the wording of it. Just.
Yes.
Fine. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it just says a weapon attack.
Very well.
Yeah. Okay. That's a surprise round over. Now the regular round. Actually, no. Hold on. Sorry. Checking. These 2 get to go too. Okay, so there's a big one that seems to be in the back that's riding a warg. And again, this is a creature that you would recognize, Locke. And you can hear it yelling. Does anyone speak goblinoid or goblin?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you just hear... and the rest, you just kind of hear them. Yell. They sort of yell the same thing, rhythmically.
I told you I'll fix it in a minute.
This one, we're going to start top to bottom, left to right again. Okay, so this one in the back here will fire a longbow shot at Preda to start the regular round now. Ooh, that's a 22. And this is going to be with its martial advantage bullshit. 9 plus An additional 8, so 17 damage from that longbow attack.
Dude, I'm about dead.
Remember, you can click your token and just minus the health from there.
Oh god, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, please use it that way. Okay. That's it for its attack. The one in front of Preda will attack with its longsword. That's an 11. That's a miss. The one next to Lucky will attack with its longsword. 18.
That is a hit.
Oh, no. Okay. This is 2 plus its martial advantage of a 4. So 6 damage headed your way, Lucky.
Okay.
And I haven't had to use my bullshit yet because I get extra bullshit from that yell. Okay. The one next to you, Locke, will try to attack you with its longsword. 17.
I shield.
Yeah, and now it uses its bullshit. Oh, so it would have been an 18.
That's not enough.
Okay. Yep. Alrighty. And let's see, the guy in the back here. Does this last a full round? It's just that one attack.
My shield's until
Next
my...
turn. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, this one's going to try to shoot at you with its longbow in the back there. 15 is a miss, and it will try to use its extra bullshit. I don't think it can still hit you, but we're going to try. So 18 total is still a miss.
Still a miss.
Okay. Preda, it's your turn.
Yay!
Yeah, so these guys just rush out of the behind these rocks, and they just strike at you with long swords and such. What do you do?
And I'm a 6 health. Are my arms missing? Like, what has happened to me? What level
No,
of
you've
damage?
you've
Am I even
taken
able to
you've taken
function?
some good shots. No, I mean you're still up. No missing limbs.
All right, I'm gonna the dude right in front of me. I'm gonna try to hit him with my axe.
Okay.
Yeah.
17 is a miss.
Balls. I'm gonna hit him with my other axe.
That is a crit.
Nice.
God.
Give me some
Then
damage.
I run off into the darkness and abandon my entire. I'm just kidding. Although I would like to.
Whoa, that's some good damage. Very nice. Yes. So he totally like smacks the first attack away. Like he just knocks your axe away. As he's glancing that way, you take that time to just like slice him really good with the axe. You totally catch him like in the upper portions of the chest. You hear this deep like grunt as he takes the hit. He's still up, but that you see like a big spray of blood squirt out as he gets hit.
Can I, since they already hit me, can I hit him with Hellish Rebuke?
You have to do it as a reaction, so you would have had to do it when he hit you. You can't do it now.
Oh, all right. I guess that's my attacks.
You have you technically still have a bonus action.
Longbow.
Oh, I do have a bonus action.
You can just use a
Okay.
hand axe. You don't
I'm
have
just
to
gonna
use your
hand axe.
bow.
Yeah, I don't want to use the bow. All right, hand axe one more time.
Yeah, your regular one.
Oh, my bad.
It's the same roll. It's fine. The 17 is a miss.
All right.
You can see like you definitely hurt him though. Like he like he's definitely hurt.
Guys, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm covered in goblin blood
Good.
Lucky.
and my own.
Not so good.
Okay, who looks like they're hurting the most?
I'm about to die.
I mean, Preda's right next to you. I feel like you saw her take a couple good shots.
Okay.
My legs are gone.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds. And I'm going to cast it on Preda. So I'll cast it at the first level. So heal
8
you for
plus.
8 plus. Where is my thing here?
It's your charisma mod plus your something or other.
No,
Plus
it's not my
level.
charisma mod.
Yeah.
It's plus the spell level, so
Oh.
plus 2.
Yeah.
So it's 11.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll heal. I'll just reach out, kind of touch Prada, kind of covertly, just like on the elbow, and just heal her. And then I'm also going to cast as a bonus action Spiritual Weapon. And I'm going to actually conjure it right in front of the guy with the warg.
Okie doke. Let's get that up.
And I'm going to try to hit him with it.
Okay. Are you trying to hit the warg or the guy riding the warg?
I'm going to try to cut the warg first
Okay.
for 10 force damage.
So it's a 25, which is a hit, and 10 force damage. You hear this.
I think I got him.
The hell was that?
There's a warg back there. I'm gonna try to keep him back.
What is work?
Big, angry dog-looking thing. Just,
It's like a
All
pig.
right.
I got him. Don't worry.
You can kind of hear the one that's on top of the warg. Let's see. Yeah, they're definitely going to try to get away from your spiritual weapon. I don't think you get an attack of opportunity on it.
I don't know the rules for that actually, so I
check.
couldn't tell you.
Don't think that you do, because I think you have to order it on your bonus action. So I don't think it gets a reaction. I don't think so. We're gonna say no on that.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. So this thing's gonna move. Yeah, it's gonna probably rush like over here. Okay. Let me just check. Yeah, it's got plenty. Okay. Yeah, it's actually gonna use its movement to get up to Locke here. That's it for the warg's turn. The big guy on its back will try and attack you with a greatsword. Locke.
Okay.
That's a 10 to hit. That's a miss. And it gets a second attack.
Oh dear.
An 18.
Also a miss thanks to my shield.
Yeah, let me just check on one thing here. Okay. Yeah. That's it for its turn. Locke, it's your turn.
Okay. Mason, it's going to get hard for you to see. I need you to move to my sister when you get the chance.
But that is away from thing I want to hit. No, I will not.
Very well. And I use my racial ability and cast darkness spell.
Okay. Where are you doing that?
The center point is here, and it's 15 feet.
Okay.
So it covers Mason and I and the goblins.
Yeah, if you have dark vision, you still can't see through it.
I can see through it. For those wondering.
Nice.
Sure, I'll use the Death Cloud spell is my graphic for that. That'll be fine.
I don't like the sound
Just
of
ignore
Death
the
Cloud.
skulls, okay? It's fine. It's what radius?
15.
15 feet.
15 feet radius or diameter?
Radius.
Whoa,
Yes.
okay. 4, 5, 6. Just ignore the skulls.
I think upon seeing it too, I'll probably I'll look over at Locke and be like, he probably would have done this as like a fart joke or something at me at one point.
Pull my finger.
So I probably just like hold my breath because I know that it probably smells bad too.
That's stinking cloud.
No, I know, but he probably does it just as like a
Oh, yeah,
joke.
I definitely throw in some thaumaturgy to make it smell bad. When I do it to you, not right now. I don't have
Not
it.
right now. But I'll just like a reactionary hold my breath.
Okay. And that ends my turn.
Yeah, you hear them yell.
Actually, I'll move. I'm in the darkness, so I can't be seen. Just to get in a better position, I'll move further into the darkness.
Okay. Gonna put this to the back so I can see the other tokens. Alrighty. Is that it for your turn, Locke?
That is it for my turn.
Okay. So they will get an attack of opportunity with disadvantage, basically. So there's the warg, the captain, and the other hobgoblin. They get disadvantage on their attacks of opportunity against you, but it is 3 different things.
Mm-hmm.
6. The warg.
This is my bankai.
It's a 15
That one hits.
from the warg. Oh, okay. That shield was saving your butt, huh?
Definitely.
Okay. Oof. So that's a 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
I couldn't. Did it? Yeah.
No.
It rolled a crit for some reason. Right?
Yeah, it's a 10. Yeah, it should be 2d6 plus 3. Yeah, that's a 10. And you need to make a strength saving throw.
17.
Ooh, very nice. So yeah, you feel your arm get like grabbed onto and kind of shaken a bit and just torn as you take 10 piercing damage from the warg. The other guy will get to make a attack with disadvantage as well. $17 from the
That does
captain.
hit.
Uh-oh. And he gets his martial advantage as well. That's really bad. For 8 piercing plus an extra 12 damage. 20 damage from
I
him.
go down.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no! You fall to the ground. Probably, I'm gonna say you got like, you were here. I'm gonna say you were trying to step in, so maybe you got about there as the greatsword hit you. Yeah, probably the warg like ripped into your flesh, spun you around with your arm, and then like you see the fucking greatsword come down, slice right through your armor. And
Is darkness concentration?
it should be.
It is. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
The darkness disappears, and where Locke stood, you see Locke on the ground. Also, who had torches?
I did,
Yeah.
but I would have dropped it by now.
Okay. Yeah. If you were dropping it, then you really can't see very far.
Do I
Yeah,
hear Locke go down at all?
probably.
Okay, I probably start to like inwardly panic a little.
Okay, let's do that.
Walk.
I haven't dropped my torch yet because I haven't done anything.
Okay. I'm going to set yours for 20 feet. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so lock goes down. Mason.
Okay. Change your stuff. First, I'm going to cast Gust of Wind up that way to
Okay.
push these guys back.
So this is one action.
Mhm.
And you feel this like you see the fog first kind of like move. It just kind of blows in, and you guys just see the fog just kind of separate away. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw. Okay, so we need 2 strength saving throws. Normal. 4 and a 10. It's trying to beat... What is
12. My spellcasting
Yeah, 12.
ability is
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, so both of them fail. You see them just get bowled over as they get pushed backwards. 10
People
feet.
get attack of opportunities as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
15 feet away from you. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go top to bottom, left to right. Prada, you get 1 attack of opportunity with your hand axe.
Alrighty. I just put hand axe like normal, or do I put advantage on it?
Just a normal hand axe.
Just a normal.
Which one are you hitting as well? Because there's 2.
The one right in front of me.
17 is a miss. Lucky, which one are you aiming for? You're muted.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna aim for the one right in front of me
Okay.
with my mace.
16 is a miss.
Hold on. Can I use luck to?
You want to use your stupid broken feet
I want to use my feet.
that
and-
I know that Zagaticus convinced you to get?
No, actually, I got it for myself because I figured it would work with the name. Actually, so I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yeah, absolutely. You spend 1 of your luck points.
23. Whew.
Awesome, that is a hit.
All right. And 5 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you smack it. Thunk. Brr. Still up.
All right.
And Mason, you get to attack the one that's pushed away from you.
I'd have to drop my torch to do that, and
Okay.
I'm not ready to do that yet.
Okay. They get pushed flying that way. And the gust disperses gas or vapor and extinguishes candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames in the area. It causes the protected flames, such as those of lanterns, to dance wildly as a 50% chance to extinguish them. Your torch goes out, Mason.
Why would my torch go out? I'm not blowing my torch.
You're blowing directly in front of you. It's part of your thing. I'll tell you what. Roll me a flat d20.
Whack! Really?
No, that does not blow out my
Like
torch.
this. He's not going.
20 does
All
not
right.
blow out my torch.
Keep it alive.
I am torches right now. Okay, I'm 50% torch. I'm about to drop my torch in a minute.
He's a hot blue.
Okie doke.
Hashtag hot blue.
Is that it for your turn, Mason?
Blew out my own torch nearly. Fucking hell. That's not my... No. Now, I'm gonna step... Oh.
You've
what?
used 1 action.
I know. I'm gonna step here. And... and my ancestral spirits start, like, coming out from my chest and start swirling around me. And
Okey-doke.
I drop my torch and I grab my axe and I'm ready to go ham.
Sure. Okay. Interesting.
There's ghosts, Praetor. There's fucking ghosts swirling around
Does
me.
everyone else see the ghosts? Everyone else sees what I see, right?
I literally am only consumed with the vision of Locke on the ground. So I like don't see Mason.
Yeah, there's just this kind of like swirling apparatus, swirling sort of forms around Mason. Okay. The guys that got pushed away sort of regain their balance. This one is going to rush forward towards Preda again and will try to attack her.
Ah!
7 is a miss.
It's a miss. And can I respond with Hellish Rebuke?
You can't because it didn't hit you.
It has to hit you.
Oh, fuck. Just kidding.
But don't worry, this one comes rushing up to you and tries to hit you.
Woo! Don't touch me.
Actually, I'd go there. Sorry. 13.
Oh, that hits.
Oh, no. And it will get its martial advantage as well. So 6 plus 4 damage, so 10 more damage your way, Preda. You can use your Hellish Rebuke now.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Watch.
roll me 3d10.
Oh, I don't just click Hellish Rebuke?
No.
Oh, God. Okay.
If
No.
only it were that easy.
And
Roll 3 d10.
yeah, and they have to see if they make they have to make a check. The one that you're trying to hit has to make a check.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good damage. Let me see if you can make the check here. I'm trying to see what your check is.
Totally fine.
I'm pretty sure it's a dex check. Might be wisdom.
It's Dex.
It's dex. Okay.
Like Dex.
No, they have to do it.
Okay, what's your spell casting DC? It should be on your spell page. It says it at the top.
Spell save DC?
Your spell save DC, sorry.
13.
Yeah, so you see the flame just kind of shoot out from Preda and blast almost right at this guy. He dodges out of the way, though, and narrowly avoids it. Does it still half damage for Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure half damage.
Half damage on a success. Okay. Yeah, but you catch like part of his arm as it's and he takes a decent amount of damage. Yeah, you scorch him so bad you hear him just kind of the fire just kind of travels up and you just see him like he's trying to put the fire out and he falls to the ground.
Rita,
Thud.
did you just cast fire?
No.
What?
No. Damn it. I go over and start patting it.
Okay.
Oh, this girl has issues.
The other hobgoblin in the back here will try and shoot its longbow towards you, Preda. 17
I'm gonna die.
for 4 plus an additional 4, 8 damage.
Dead.
You're unconscious.
Ow.
You fall to the ground. Thud. Preda goes down.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Knocking her horns right off.
Okay.
Didn't see a
Are they
thing.
supposed to come off?
The one here that
Take off
just
your hat, son.
saw Locke hit the ground sees Mason come forward and will try to attack Mason. You're going to want to hope that it hits you, dude, because otherwise your rage is going to break. 13.
I think it's a hit. Makes it, breaks it, right? Hit.
Yep. That's actually lucky, because you need to read the rage rules, because if you don't get hit...
No, I know
it
what the
gets-
rage rules
okay. Doesn't it get disadvantage though, because of your spirits?
No, that's when after I've hit a target,
gotcha.
and that's for it trying to attack someone else, not me.
So 10 slashing damage gets sent your way.
So with rage resistant, that's 5.
Plus an additional 6. 16 slashing damage. Ouch.
Except I'm raging, so I don't take 16.
Gotcha.
Take 8.
Alrighty. That guy's gone. Then the one in the back there is going to shoot its longbow towards you, Mason. That is a critical fail. It's going to hit its buddy. Right in the back. You see it like recoil, like looks backwards. It's trying to hold its sword up and fight. Got a fucking arrow in the shoulder. Okay. And the last that was it for them. Preda, please make a death saving throw for me. It's on the front of your core sheet there. You've got 3 notches next to successes and failures, and then death saves. You just click the death saves text there. It's right next to the hit dice, underneath the temporary hit points. That is 1 success. 1 success. So the way the death saves work, Preda, is you need 3 of them, and then a D4 is rolled, and that's without any intervention. That's how many hours it would take you to wake up with 1 HP.
All right.
Otherwise, if you get 3 failures, you are dead.
Or if you roll natural 20.
That is back up with 1 HP.
Oh God.
Okay. That's it for your turn. Lucky, you see Preda go down as well.
Yeah. Quick question. Is Channel Divinity technically an action, or is it just like
Yeah.
something? It is an action?
It's an action.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. I am going to cast Channel Divinity Preserve Life. And 5 times my cleric level, so that's 25 hit points. And I am going to split that between Preda and Locke.
Okay.
So I'm going to put 10 hit points into Preda and 15 into Locke.
Okie doke. So you both take deep breaths as you feel life returning to you. And you can distribute the points as she said. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back in just a few minutes as we finish what could be their lives? I don't know. We'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. Hang tight for more Spark of Eternity. Back in just a few. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that brief interruption. Here we go. Back into the fight. So, we are continuing with Lucky's turn. Using Channel Divinity. She channels a few of the little bit of life magic she got over into Prada and into her brother Locke. Anything else you're doing on your turn, Lucky?
Yes, bonus action. I want to use my, what's it called? Spiritual weapon. And I want to stab the guy who is in front of Locke. So this one.
Okay, so you have to what's the movement on it?
60 feet.
Okay. It goes back behind this guy and we'll try to attack it. 22 is a hit.
And...
Four
damage.
Okay. You see the blade sort of stab just below where the arrow hit it. The thing like gives a sort of bewildered look. Gets hit by an arrow from behind and then a weapon from behind.
I'll just like look at it and be like, "Stay away from my brother."
It's
like,
so confused. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. The warg that the hobgoblin is riding will try to bite you, Mason. 15. Muted.
Is a hit.
Okay. For 13 piercing damage, and please make a strength saving throw.
I think I get advantage.
Pressure raging.
Yeah. Strength saving. 23.
Okay. You hold strong.
What's that? 5. Is it round down or up for damage?
Rounds down. Everything rounds down. Okay. That's it for the warg's turn. The big hobgoblin on its back will try to hit you with its greatsword, Mason. It's greatsword. There we go.
I feel like I've been standing here for hours and I haven't hit anything yet, and they're just wailing on me.
Welcome to being a barbarian. Okay, that should have been an 11. Sorry. Is that? I take it that's a miss.
Yes.
Okay. Second attack. That's a crit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Probably the one person who can take that.
Yeah, so it hits you for 20, plus it gets crit on its martial advantage as well. That's really bad. Gets an additional 6d6.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, really bad. Oh, 36 damage heads your way.
So that is...
18.
Thanks.
Can you actually survive that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
He's a barbarian.
Did I mention how thick I was, Wendy?
Oh, what a thick boy.
You hear it. You hear the thing just kind of as you take this powerful shot from the greatsword.
And I look back at it.
Locke, it's your turn.
Okay, I'll use half my movement to stand up. And then I'll stab the hobgoblin in front of me.
15 is a miss, unfortunately.
I stab again. 19.
19 is a hit.
For 9 damage.
Alrighty. How do you kill it?
I just cut a slice off its back.
Yeah,
Straight down.
the first attack, maybe unintentionally smacks off the shield. The thing's reeling in pain as it's been stabbed and fucking hit by an arrow in the back. and it's just kind of flailing around with this shield, and you just kind of slip in the halberd and slice off a chunk. Falls to the ground, thud.
And then I'll move behind the meat shield.
Okie doke.
That's my turn.
Mason.
Okay. Okay, he needs to do 48 damage. I'm recklessly attacking. So
Okey-doke.
keep that in mind when he attacks back. And yeah, just swinging the anchor.
Who are you trying to hit, the warg or the guy on top of him?
Oh right, that's two separate
Yeah.
things. I guess the guy on top of him. Yeah, because this thing's just an animal, right? I'm gonna hit the guy on top. So advantage, bloop. 12.
Ouch. Swinging wildly with the anchor, probably underestimating the distance between you and this guy on the back of this warg. You swing wildly, whoosh, miss.
It like sort of sinks into the ground a bit, and I just pick it back up and swing it back, full swing.
Okay,
23.
that's a hit. For 11. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, you hear this thud like boom. Yeah, it's still up.
So disapproving of me right now.
Is that it for your attack?
I don't think there's anything interesting I can do as a bonus
Okay.
at all. No.
Alrighty. Hobgoblin round. The one that's been fighting with Preda. Preda. Let me see. I don't know if it's noticed you waking up. It has, unfortunately. Just rolled a natural 17. It sees you sort of like take a deep breath, and it looks down, and it will try to attack you with the sword. Now, you are currently prone. That's bad. It gets advantage on the attack because you're down on the ground, and it's attacking with a melee attack.
Great.
We'll try and bring its two-handed longsword down on your body. 22.
Oh, it totally does.
Yeah. Hits you for 5 slashing, and it does not get its special bullshit.
Yay. I'm alive.
It's your turn, Preda.
Can I use a turn to get up?
It's half your movement to get up.
I would like to use half my movement to get up and then hit it with an axe.
Okay. 13. You're a bit wobbly as you stand up and you've taken this shot, and you strike out with your axe. It's a telegraphed attack, basically, just completely off the mark.
All right, I go for it with my other axe.
Crit.
Ooh!
I feel like this is an unintentional crit. This is such
Offhand.
yeah. For 9 damage. How do you kill him?
Oh man.
By
okay.
accident.
Exactly.
Completely by accident. So this one misses. I'm just like, God, no! That way. I go flailing across the room, fall on the other side, and the thing crumples, moaning, and like this oozy shit comes out the front of it. But I held onto my axe, and I'm just like laying on the ground, and there's like oozy stuff all over, and I'm just like, okay.
There you go.
Gross, why?
I did it!
Gross.
You get a little blood animation. There you go. Got a little Kill Bill action happening.
Yes!
Okay.
What's that music? Dun, 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 dun.
All right. And is that it for your turn?
I have half movement, right? Left.
You have half your
So
movement left.
I'm gonna move just here,
Okay.
and that's it. Oh wait, do I have another attack? Can I use another attack? Can I hit this guy with a bow? The big
You
guy?
can, yeah. You can try,
Ooh,
sure.
The big guy with the warg. I'm gonna
Yep.
try to hit him with my bow. I don't hit him with my bow.
Yeah, your arms are like a little bit wobbly. The arrow just like sails off, careens off a rock through the spiritual weapon.
Did I get him?
No.
Shit.
No!
Lucky.
Amazing.
Okay. I am going to cast blindness on the warg.
Okay. Want to spam it?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. Let's see. It's a con save. 3 is a fail. Okay. Target is either blinded or deafened, and it you see the thing like it's shaking its head around.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to stab at the hobgoblin with my spiritual weapon.
Okie doke. The you mean which one are you trying to attack?
The one who's on the warg.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Okay. 9 damage.
Okay. He sort of recoils in pain. Alrighty. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look over at the others and just be like, just back up from the warg. He can't see.
No problem.
Okay, the warg still can attack. It just has a difficult time doing it. Gets disadvantage. We'll try to bite Mason. 17.
Doesn't get disadvantage because it has advantage to hit me.
Ah, so that's a 24, which is a crit.
Yeah. No.
Well, I tried.
Says it's a natural 19.
Oh, yeah, never mind. You're right. 19. Sorry, my bad. How did it do that math? What the fuck? 20.
Does
Oh,
it get
yeah,
crits
yeah,
on
never
19?
mind. Never mind. Yeah, it's good. Gets a +5. I thought it was a +4. Okay. So, please make a strength saving throw.
17.
Okay, and you take 10 damage.
5 damage.
Alrighty. The big hobgoblin on this thing's back will try and hit you, Mason, with a two-handed
Advantage.
Yep. Two-handed great sword attack. 21 for 14 piercing damage.
What damage will work? Behave yourself, you animal.
And a second great sword attack. Of an 18. Actually, it also gets its martial bullshit.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
The
war
warg.
count.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. It's not incapacitated. It still gets its thing. So on the 14, you also get an additional 10. Oh, actually, no. It's a 3d6. Fuck me. So an additional 12 for a total of 26 damage. That
So
one's-
much damage, dude.
And then its second attack was an 18, which is also a hit. And this does not get the bonus. It just gets the normal damage, which is another 9.
4. Right.
Yep. Yeah, this guy's no joke.
How much damage was that altogether?
So this was 26, 35 damage.
With all the things hitting me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
and half.
35.
Yeah, I continue to stand there screaming.
Okay, Locke, it's your turn.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave Mason to what he's doing, and I will cast a spell. That gets casted. Hold person. I'm casting it on these two hobgoblins.
Okay, hold person. You can cast on 2 different people.
Because I cast everything at 3rd level.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's the only good thing about warlocks.
Yeah. So I hold these two.
So they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
DC is 15.
Okay. 1 success.
Okay.
The other's a fail. So the one on the bottom fails. You see it sort of like it's got its bow and it's just looking around.
And that's my turn.
Okie doke. Mason.
Is grappling athletics, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to do that. I am going to recklessly attack this warg, screaming, just blood pissing out of anything that there isn't a spirit flying out of. These spirits is like flying around this guy's head, like trying to poke him and stuff. I'm just going for it. I'm just going for it. Boom!
23 is a hit. Nice. Okay, for 13 damage. Still up.
And again.
You hear this like horrible. The second attack is also a hit.
4.
Yeah, so you swing wildly and smack into the legs of this thing. You hear this horrible crunching sound as the legs smack out from underneath it. One of the legs just gets pulled off from the impact, and you see blood
stuck on the end of my anchor, and I'm just swinging this leg around.
Squirting blood everywhere. This thing falls to the ground. The captain falls off. Back this way. He is currently prone. Sure.
It's in my range also.
24 is a hit for 7 damage from Mason, and 18 is also a hit for an additional 7. Okay. Yeah, he took a few shots on the way down. Still up, though.
I like to think that 7 damage was just like the knee of this thing, just like crocking him right in the head. He's falling off.
Just. Is that it for your turn,
I'd
Mason?
also like to step forward, bear down on him.
Okay. The hobgoblins in the back. This one back here. This guy is currently knocked prone. Sorry. Okay, the hobgoblins back here. The one is currently held. This one is going first, though. And it will try to head on over and shoot you with its bow, Mason. It sees you bearing down on this guy.
I got the blood first. All I can think about is killing this dude.
19.
He gets advantage, so he might crit.
Oh, yeah. Would you go ahead and take inspiration there, Mason? For remembering mechanics.
So this arrow just goes into my neck, and I just like, boom, like a tree hitting the ground in the forest.
You see some dirt and stuff fly up from the ground as Mason falls to the ground.
Oh, crap.
Thud.
Does
your
that guy
rage.
need to do like a dex check not to fall over from my thickness in the floor?
It's already on the ground.
No. Okay. The other one is held. Does it make it at the... It makes another check at the end of its turn? Yeah. Okay. The other one will try and make a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn here. That's a success. Breaks your hold person. But it's the end of the turn. Prada.
Yeah. I'm going to try to hit the one that is next to Mason's body with a bow.
Okay, you just throw your bow at it.
Yeah, exactly. Bye! Alright, I'm not in melee range, right?
Correct.
Okay. Here I go. Oh!
23. It is down on the ground. It is prone right now, so it's with disadvantage. You have to make another check. Yeah, when you're in melee range, if you attack something with a melee weapon, then it's... so that would have been the 13, because that's technically the second roll, which is still a miss. Yeah, so the rule of thumb, Katie, is that when you're in melee range or something, if you attack with a melee weapon when something is prone, you get advantage on the attack. If you're attacking with a ranged weapon at range against a prone target, they basically give you disadvantage on your attack.
So can I go move up next to it and have advantage and hit it with my axes?
Let's see. I think you can. Yep.
Yeah, it's not too far away. Just here, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna hit him with an axe. Advantage because he's down, not
Correct.
disadvantage. Right, okay.
That is a crit. Her third one, by the way, on attacks.
Boosh. I can't stay alive worth shit, but I sure can hit.
I know who I'm reviving more from now on.
12 damage. So he sort of dodges out of the way of the arrow, and you just see this. You see him like turn, and then you take the opportunity to charge forward with your axes, and you
It's
just
more like scrambling.
you just bring the axe down. How do you kill him?
So I scramble, much like Nightwalker, like right behind him really quick, and I just go straight down in the middle of his spine, so you can see the look of terror in his face, and his whole body starts to shake as all the neurons in his body give up and stop working, and he just kind of goes down like this, really slow. And before he's down, I pluck my axe out of his back and lick it clean. Oh God, he's dead! I got him! I got him. Don't worry, I got it. It's fine. Everything's fine. You can get up now, Mason. Right? Guys?
Lucky. It's your turn.
Mason. Seeing Mason go down, I just roll my eyes, take a big sigh, walk over. How far is he here? Is he... Okay, yeah.
Sorry, Lucky. I'll let you take 128 damage.
I rolled really high on damage.
Yeah, you did. And I'll cast Cure Wounds at the first level. Just to...
Stepping on the dead bodies on the way to Mason.
Just crunching through. And I'll heal you for 11.
But Mother, I don't want to look after the spawn today.
Just... Wait, I'll just like almost like slap you, like, and just cleric kill you through the slap.
Mason, roll me a flat d20, please. Okay.
I know what you fucking bastard.
What was he trying to do? What is this?
DM
Are
of
you
Doom.
seeing if like I gave
watching you
him,
act.
like if I kill him from a slap?
So I'm sorry, how much? It was an 8. That was an 8 plus 2?
Plus 3.
Oh, plus 3. So 11 health, Mason. 11
Yeah.
health. Okay. So, anything else?
And I'll take the sword, the spiritual weapon, and I see one of them just on the edge there, and I'm gonna stab it at that guy.
Okie doke. Which one? Can you draw an arrow?
Yes, I can. It doesn't hit anyways, but it's there. It's this one.
Okay. Yeah, but the spiritual weapon's going to move. It moves up to there to try and hit that guy. And that's a miss. It sees it coming ahead of time, dodges out of the way.
Just almost like kick Mason. Come on, man, get up. Still have more of them to fight.
Where?
And I'll just like take his head, angle it over towards where my spiritual weapon is, and be like, go get him, bud.
Does the spiritual weapon have some kind of glow that I can see it?
No.
Okay.
Torches do, though.
I'm going to walk over here. And I'll use my bonus action to curse this fella.
Okay.
And then Morianda will strike out at him.
Oh, that's a crit.
For 13 damage.
How do you kill him?
Once again, I aim straight for where the hex mark is on him and just cut straight through it. And I drain his energy. And my wounds close somewhat.
What is he?
And then I turn to the other one. And I'm assuming he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely dead.
He
And then
fell
I
to the
strike
ground.
the other one
That is also a hit.
for 7 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you hear the first one. You just hear like the air escaping from his throat. The first one. The second one though took a bit of a shot. It's still up. Is that it for your turn,
That's it.
Mason?
I'm going to run in the direction that Lucky pointed. No, I use half my movement to stand up, and then I start running in the direction.
Okay. What's your movement speed?
40.
Barbarians are fast.
Oh, I guess I can't stand in the square with
Yeah,
the...
you can. Spiritual
Oh, I
weapon.
can?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not going to recklessly attack this time. I'm just going to swing at him.
Okay, that's a 9. That is a miss.
And again.
A bit wobbly. Mason's anchor.
Don't worry. Next one get you.
He totally trips, and the hobgoblin tries to dodge the imaginary attack, but ends up getting hit by the clumsy attack of Mason. And
I feel
that's
like this is a pattern now.
this is just a 14 slashing damage
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
got knocked out of your rage. And how do you kill him?
So I trip, and as I said to myself, he tries to dodge because he thinks it's an attack, and I just see him just presenting his face to me, and I just stick my anchor right into his face and just pull off his head.
Once again, I dodge the blood if I can.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
15.
I
Yes.
bathe in it.
Oh,
You are out of combat.
Is blood considered part water? You know,
Yes.
I'm just trying to think from a.
Yes, it is.
He's
Mason.
very like.
Mason,
Wet.
please,
Wet.
please make a flat d20 check.
No. Blood. I'm covered in blood. blood.
I mean, it's watery.
It's very watery. Coming.
No,
from a
because this
medical
sets a precedent for the rest of the show.
man. You could drink blood and survive up to a pint.
That's disgusting. Thanks, Katie.
Survival facts.
Thanks, I hate it. Like,
Okay, as Mason kind of forgets himself and bathes in the blood,
He's rolling around like
He's-
a dog.
he's
Rubbing it all over my chest and stuff.
he's kind of shaking it. He looks like he's in Flashdance, and he's just, and his hat falls off to the ground.
My hands are like outstretched. You can see like they're webbed.
Yeah.
And I've got like these fins that come out of my arm as well. Oh, by the way, I'm bright fucking blue with green hair.
I can't see him
hot
anyways,
blue.
right? Are you still you're not holding a
Give
torch
me
or
a,
anything?
Yeah, no, he doesn't have his torch anymore.
Okay, so I can't.
No, I
see
dropped
him.
my torch.
No.
But I can.
Locke and Prada can, though.
Do you see the thing? Does anybody see the thing now? The thing is happening.
There is more. I kill them.
Mason, you're.
We got them all, I think. Mason?
I look
And
up
that's
to
where we're
Fraser.
going to end the session today.
Oh my god. Oh,
That's
God
where we're
damn
gonna
it.
End the session there today.
I will never find out that he's a goddamn fucking Triton. Oh.
Yeah.
Cliffhangers.
Good job, everybody. Good job. Why don't we go around the room and do some shout outs to finish things off for today, please? Zagoticus, you want to start us off there, bud?
Of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Zagoticus, and I played Locke for you today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure you follow here on Tablestory for more awesome role-playing action with more awesome people. Like tomorrow, there's a new show starting, and I'm so pumped. So pumped. I'll let Wack tell you about that at the end. If you want to follow me, twitch.tv/Zagoticus. I like nice people who like things and stuff. So if you're a person like that, then come hang out with me, and I'm sure we'll have a great time. I love you all dearly, and I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully.
Thank you very much. Peachy.
There we go. It's probably about time that I let chat know that I'm actually a Triton. I kept that quite hidden, so now you know. Now you know the truth. If you want more truth, come follow me on twitch.tv/peachypixelate. We've got games, we've got fun, we've got merch, and I'll be live tomorrow 5 p.m. BST. Come hang out. I won't be this color though. I won't be hot blue. Sorry.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see. Thank you. Vandy?
You know what? I don't even want to do an outro. Fuck all y'all.
Look at you smiling so much, though.
That's what it says, Mandy. I didn't what? I don't what?
I'm gonna punch you, but that's okay. Hi guys, I'm Vandy. I played Lucky for you today, and I love Sundays so much. So much. And I actually do know about colors, contrary to what they'll say. So if you want to know more about colors, you can follow me at twitch.tv/OMGVandy, or check me out on Twitter, where I'm posting a bunch of art stuff every day. And that's pretty much it. I'm also on a campaign tomorrow on Encounter Roleplay called Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And if you want to see a big cat lady fuck up some people, check me out there.
Thank you very much. Katie?
Unlike these cool people, I'm only here on Sundays, but it's super awesome to see you, and it is legit my favorite day of the week. I'm Classy Katie. It's wonderful to see you. Also, Preta, the super neurotic tiefling that has a lot of issues you guys have yet to see. You can find me on twitch.tv/ClassyKatie. I know, original, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. Family-friendly content. Bring your kids. Your grandparents, even.
grandparents probably have seen it all, but
My Nana taught me everything I know.
I would seriously I feel like a family interaction with Katie would be the best thing ever. That should be a TV show, 100%.
I mean, it's a Twitch show.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm Wacksteven. I'm the DM of Doom, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Chat. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for chatting, for being active, for not doing anything. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, chat. Much love to you. Thank you. Thank you to Katie. Thank you, Vandy. Thank you, Peachy. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending your nerdy time here. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully we will see you guys tomorrow for the premiere of Sector 49, a Judge Dredd in the Worlds of 2000 AD show where the players will be criminals. It will be a dark and gritty and very, very dark, humorous world set in the Mega City 1 setting. So I hope to see you guys there. It should be a lot of fun. The characters have been made, and it's a very weird and different crew for sure. We got a nice variety going on, so I hope you guys will check it out. And if you are unaware, if you have a Twitch Prime account, please consider using it on one of these wonderful people here. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link it up with Twitch, and you get a free subscription to a Twitch channel. So you might as well use it if you got it. You get it with your Amazon Prime for free. Otherwise, if you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to the Patreon, where we've got a ton of different content, including a place for you to make your own NPCs that can show up in one of our shows. And if you want to help support and we get to $1,000 as our goal, then we can do the one shots. We're gonna have Tablestory one shots. We might be using a pumpkinberry person type dealie as a guinea pig. I'm just saying. There's a show called Stygian Gate that she just started on Saturdays. A horror campaign, 4 p.m. Eastern.
That's awesome.
And
So good.
it's spoopy if you get scared of stuff, and you should check it out. It's gonna be awesome. Otherwise, Tuesdays we've got Darkfire. Thursdays we've got Ragtags. Fridays we've got Identity Crisis. It's a packed week. We got a lot of stuff. Check out Tablestory. Peace out. Good night, everybody.
Later.
Bye.
Goodbye, friends.
Bye.